Joining us now to talk about it, Scott Lucas from Birmingham, England, where he teaches international politics at the University of Birmingham. Scott, good morning to you.
Happy holidays now.
Thank you, and to you as well. All right, well, we just heard from Mr. Trump there calling the impeachment unconstitutional, not true. Again and again, when attacked, he says untruths. It's well documented. What do you make of this?
Well, Natalie, you're right. You and I can talk every week about this.
And we do.
One of your correspondents, Daniel Dale, has documented almost 100 falsehoods in the past 2 weeks. So what do? First thing is you call out the lies when they are lies. And that was a lie that Donald Trump said about the impeachment process. And secondly, you get to the core, you get to the facts. We've got two things happening here. One is we've got an impeachment and a trial which has not determined that Donald Trump is guilty, but is based on hard evidence, on documents, on 17 current and former U.S. officials. That is the evidence that goes before the Senate, possibly as early as January. But we've got the second side of this, which is the Trump show. Now, the Trump show doesn't care about the evidence. The Trump show can't confront the evidence. So what does it do? It creates the circus, it creates the spectacle, and it counts on enough people in the media focusing on the spectacle to get away from what is happening with the facts. And if Donald Trump's the ringmaster, he's got a very able assistant in Mitch McConnell. Now, Mitch McConnell's not at the Trump show. He's not there like Dan Crenshaw was, waving that ticket. But Mitch McConnell is there to make sure that any trial is limited, where there are no more witnesses, where there's no more presentation of hard evidence. So at the end of the day, do you talk about the trial, or do you talk about what Trump said about the trial? Right.
Well, I also want to talk about when he said it was unconstitutional, what the Democrats did. The audience explodes in wild applause. It seems like no matter how many times we say this is untrue and this is untrue, and as we said, the untruths are hard to keep up with. There are so many. Still, they wildly applaud for pretty much anything Donald Trump says.
Well, there were some folks at that rally, and you have to respect what those folks do. You can't just simply, dismiss what they say. But I'd say probably more than 99% of America was not at that rally. And it's our responsibility when we're discussing not to simply take that small group that was Donald Trump's rally and say, oh gosh, that must be a sign that all America is going along with the show. In other words, the whole Trump strategy right now is to actually tell the media there will be a backlash. People will love me. People will love the fact that I'm the greatest president. They will see the Democrats out as being a sham. And then if the media keeps repeating the line, maybe more than those folks at the rally think it's true, which is why I say, look, the rally occurred, but my focus today, when I report, when I write, is going to be what is the evidence regarding Donald Trump, Ukraine, Joe Biden, and the demand for the investigations, and what happens next in the consideration of that evidence.
Yeah, let's talk about what happens next. It will be a strange holiday in Washington as the Senate trial parameters are decided or not decided. Who might blink, Pelosi or Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, who has declared he will not be impartial in the trial, but will work with the White House?
Okay, again, get away from the show, get away from like a boxing match, and get to the U.S. Constitution and the U.S. system. The reason why Nancy Pelosi did not transmit the articles of impeachment to the Senate yet for a trial is because Mitch McConnell has refused witnesses who have firsthand knowledge of the Trump-Ukraine affair. That it may include Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, former National Security Advisor John Bolton, White House Chief of Staff Mick Mulvaney. Those witnesses, however, have been blocked by the White House from testifying for months. They were told not to appear before the House hearings. And Donald Trump and his people have gone so far as to say, you defy subpoenas. You do not accept Congress's authority, which is why Mitch McConnell is supporting one of the charges, which is against the president over impeachment, obstruction of Congress.
Well, we appreciate your insights, Scott, and we'll be talking with you again likely as this presses on. Thank you.